Alright, so here's what needs to be done. So he said this is an 8 horsepower, by the way. 8 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Industrial Plus. It's 2001, model number 196432. Kill switch is right here. It's an aftermarket kill switch, I can tell you that. Because there was probably a kill switch here before, because there's an on-off here. It says on-off. There's probably a kill switch here before, but this is different than what came with the engine, because that's a light up one. You actually put 12 volts on that and it'll light itself up. But he said there's linkages broken or something broken or this or that, you know. He doesn't know exactly what's broken. That's why he brought it to me. So here's the linkage right here. Everything looks fine to me. I look all the way down, you know, all the way down to the bottom. Everything looks just fine. Now, if you stop and look at the carburetor, it looks like really, really, really dirty. It almost looks burned, but I don't think it's burned. I think it's just really dirty. So I'm going to take this off, which this is loose, which is not good. It's got good compression, though. Not excellent compression, but pretty good. But that's all it does. And I'll try to start it up here. Try to start it up on, and then I'll try to start it up on off. Let's see if that makes any difference. See, nothing. Nothing. Try shutting that off. Nothing. Nothing. So it's not the switch. Check the simplest things first. So let me go get my screwdriver and let's get that airbox off there. Alright, so just barely pulled this airbox off, and all these bolts are all finger tight. They aren't even on tight. So I'm doing this, sorry, out of focus or out of the camera here. I'm undoing all of these with my hand. None of these are done up tight. So I don't know if he tried looking at it and just didn't put it back together, or I don't know what's going on, but these are all just finger tight. Not very finger tight at all. Like feels like somebody made them finger tight and then ran it for a little bit. You know what I mean? Put those down over there. Pull that off like that. There's your carburetor. It's a big one. That's a pretty good size. So you got a fuel pump here. Not sure why you would need a fuel pump. That's a different gas tank that it originally came with. So that's probably why. There's your throttle. Everything, all the linkages look just fine. Here's your kill switch, where it should be grounded probably, but it's not. So I'm guessing it's probably just the carburetor. So here's your choke. So let's go. I got some carb cleaner over here. Just give it a good spritz of carb cleaner and see what it does. I thought I had a hose. There it is. Here's the hose that goes on the carb cleaner. I hate it when I lose these stupid little hoses. You know, the little hoses, these. I hate it when I lose those. Those are handier than you think. So let's put this back down. It's a heavy engine. And give it a spritz. See, this all moves just fine. Nothing's stuck open or anything, so when it does, if it does start, it won't rev out, you know. He said it will start off of ether, which I don't like using ether in engines. I just don't. Maybe a little bit more, huh? Maybe that's enough. Oh, pop. That's all it's giving me. That's all she does, I guess. when you choke it. So my guess is either the carb's not getting any gas, or it's really gummed up and it's got a whole lot of old gas in it. So let's slowly slip. I'm going to make this video a little detailed here. Alright, I got a pair of ice grips. So it does fire off, so that tells me it's not the spark. But it's probably the carburetor. So let's slowly take this fuel line off and see if fuel comes out of it. Oh, I can already see maybe a little bit of fuel. Yeah, fuel does come out of it. If that, no, that's not even, it really doesn't smell like fuel. But I can hear this hissing. Yeah, take this off and there's a lot more fuel flow. So, could be could be that too. Because if there's not enough air getting into there's not enough air getting into the tank, if the breathers aren't working for the tank, no fuel supply will be sent down to this if it's gravity fed. And even if it's power pump like this, like a pump for the fuel, sometimes it'll still plug it up. See, on these old engines, these are the best way you can actually see the vents. So there's actually would be little, like three little holes along the top. See, now on these new ones, these new caps, if you look really closely on either side, there's tiny little holes that let it in. No holes in the top, but there's holes in the side to where it seals this off, but it has holes enough to where it actually escapes and sucks it from the bottom of the cap out of these little things. That's how that works. And then the top of this cap, when you take it off, it does that. So it might need a new cap because this middle piece is broken off. And I've had that happen before, where that middle piece comes off. And sometimes they work, but other times it'll plug it up too much. See, here you can see those vents really good. No, wait, right there. There's one here and one here. Those little holes there. But it could be sealing off too much on the top because it's not, and it breathes in through here and then out here. That's how those caps breathe. So let's try loosening this cap up and leaving it just like that. Leaving this top on here. That's full throttle. Try a little bit more of that stuff. And then once it starts up, I'm going to choke it. If it does start up. Nope, that's not the problem. Nope. So that's not the problem. And this fell on the ground. It's all dirty now. I'll just put the cap on. See, that's going to seal it off way too much, just the cap alone. So I'll probably get him a new cap. It's getting a little warm. Not too much, but a little bit. So let's go ahead and take this carburetor off here now. A long time ago, I'm going to tip it this way. Tip it back enough to where it won't spew out this way, which is, it is a little bit, but not too much. So I can take this off and it doesn't go everywhere. That is some dirty fuel anyways. I need to change it out. It's like brown. You see that color? That's gross. Anyways, like that brown right there. And it smells really weird, like really, really weird. It almost smells like, if you've ever picked up a really old pack of Band-Aids, the ones with in the tins, and they actually have strings on them to rip down the package, to open the Band-Aids up. You know, like when you pop those open, you smell in there? That's what it smells like. If you guys have ever found an old pack of Band-Aids like that. Those are the best Band-Aids in the world. I have a pair. I have like 3 or 4 boxes in my old vehicle. I won't tell you what kind of vehicle because you guys will bug out and want to see it. But I don't have it here. It's back where I used to live. In a storage unit. It's a hand-me-down. So I'll tell you, it's a 1970s. Anyways, but that's what it smells like. This is little Band-Aids. Alright, it's totally assembled. I drained the old gas out of it, which was all a really weird color. It's like a bright, almost, not neon, but a really bright orange. It's a really weird color. I've never seen a gasoline that color. And all of the gasoline smelled really weird. With my luck, it was probably high octane, really expensive stuff, but I highly doubted it. It smelled really weird. And I smelled high octane before, and that is not what it smelled like. So, alright, so cleaned the carb out, checked everything else, and everything else works. So I've got 1 second hiccups from time to time. So, alright, so let's try starting it up. I'm gonna go. See, that's bottom throttle. That's top throttle. We'll go halfway. Choke it and see what we got here.